for the assessment of diastasis, so you're going to want to be able to feel your belly here. So lie on your back. You can have your knees bent. So the first thing, we check at 3 different places. So the first place we want to start is right above the belly button, so just right at the belly button. And so I typically use 2 to 3 fingers. You're kind of feeling with the pads of your fingertips. And really what you're just feeling for first at rest is just, what does it feel like? Is it firm? Is it squishy? So you're just kind of sinking your fingers in here. So I'm not feeling for a separation or anything yet. I'm just kind of feeling what it feels like. So I'm pushing in right at the belly button. So just kind of seeing how that feels. And then I'm also going to go below the belly button. So maybe about halfway between the belly button and the pubic bone. So I'm going to go there. I'm going to see what that tissue feels like. Do my fingers sink in or is it firm? And then I'm going to go about halfway between the belly button and the sternum. Okay? So just kind of underneath the rib cage. And I'm going to feel what that feels like. So again, you're looking for firm versus squishy, meaning do my fingers sink in or can I kind of bounce them like a trampoline? Okay? So that's the first step. So you're just feeling what does it feel like. The next step is to do a very slight lift of your head, like a mini crunch, so like this. And then I'm feeling again. So again, I'm using my pads and my fingers. I'm feeling now for gap. So do I feel a gap? Is it 2 finger widths? Is it 3? Is it 4? And what it feels like. And I'm assessing this at all locations, okay? So I'm feeling how much is my gap, how many finger widths, and then what it feels like. And what it feels like is more important than the gap, okay? So you may have a 4-finger gap, but the tissue may feel kind of firm. And so, you know, that's a good thing. We can still work on closing the gap, but the fact that it's firm is a good thing. Or maybe you just have like a 1 or 2, you know, maybe it's 2 finger separation, so not much of a separation, but maybe your fingers sink way in. So there's something we got to work on there in terms of getting everything to connect more. So again, you can feel in all 3 different areas, above, right at, and below the belly button. And then you're going to lift your head a little bit and feel again. So feel for that separation, feel for finger widths, and see what the tissue feels like. Okay? Another test then to see if your core and everything does fire and improve that is by taking a deep inhale, kind of trying to expand through your rib cage 360 degrees. On your exhale, you want to think of lifting the pelvic floor and engaging your lower abs. Then lift your head. Feel if things change. Does it get better? Does it firm up a little bit more? That gives you a sign that by coordinating everything, it should improve it. So, deep breath in. Exhale. Pelvic floor lifts, lower abs engage. Little lift of my head. And now I'm feeling. And it does feel more firm for me here and below, just by making sure that I'm engaging my core appropriately. So that's a good way, a good self-test, and that gives you a sign that you've got to work on that more so that we get everything rehabbed and retrained here in the core so we can strengthen those deep muscles that are going to help you get back to all sorts of exercises without pain, without leaking, and all of that good stuff.